Philosopher's Spectrum. Episode 1. The Phantom Thief. On the edge of a towering skyscraper, a character is perched with unwavering patience, the scorching sun casting long shadows. The gentle breeze brushed against her, offering some respite from the sweltering afternoon heat. Abruptly, a rough voice pierced the stillness in her ear, alerting her that the crucial moment had arrived.
The targets are approaching the building.
With composure and a hint of amusement, she replied,
Roger, Roger.
a smile tugging at the corners of her lips, a testament to her confidence. The voice, undeterred by her levity, sternly retorted,
It's not funny.
before continuing with a sense of urgency.
Operation 23 is a go.
Down on the bustling street below, the approaching footsteps of the targets reverberated like a drumbeat. Among them, one stood out as the main target, an older figure carrying a mysterious case. Francis. His every step exuded authority and experience. Walking alongside him were two formidable bodyguards, their eyes vigilant and muscles taut, prepared for any threat that might arise. As they approached the imposing door, an inexplicable heaviness seemed to permeate the air around them, and an eerie silence enveloped the entrance. Muffled sounds emanated from within, resembling muted pleas for release, as if unseen hands desperately tapped on the windows, seeking freedom. The bodyguard, taken aback by the bizarre scene, couldn't help but blurt out.
What's this?
In that moment, a realization washed over Francis. The building was securely locked, and an instinctive response prompted him to clutch the case protectively, almost subconsciously. Abruptly, a voice pierced through the tension from behind them, calling out Francis's name. A striking image of a young girl materialized on the massive screen, dressed in casual white attire, and her face concealed by a mysterious mask. High above the building, a drone was capturing every movement of that mysterious figure. With a teasing lilt to her voice, she spoke again.
Leave the case, and your browser history will remain our little secret.
Down on the street, Francis and his guards were struck with both fear and recognition upon seeing the enigmatic white figure, known to them as Silver. In that heart-stopping moment, they all shared a chilling realization, blurting out in unison.
She's onto us!
Their voices trembled as if haunted by past encounters or the ominous tales of her exploits. Silver couldn't help but relish their intimidated reaction, and with a hint of delight, she retorted.
My reputation precedes me.
However, the voice in her ear brought her back to focus, reminding her.
Don't get cocky.
For the past year, Silver had operated in the shadows as a phantom thief and a formidable hacker, fearlessly exposing the government's corruption. Her actions had earned her both notoriety and admiration among those seeking justice. Sensing her intention to seize the case, one of the bodyguards took decisive action, barking orders to his comrades to retreat to the awaiting car. With a gun in hand, he bravely declared,
I'll take care of her.
And fired shots towards the top of the building. His companion, however, remained clear-headed and tried to reason with him, a touch of sarcasm in his voice.
Don't be stupid! You can't expect to shoot her from here.
As the targets hastened towards their car, Silver couldn't resist a triumphant exclamation.
Not so fast.
With a simple snap of her fingers, an ominous black smoke billowed from the car's interior, and a subtle hiss revealed the tires' quiet demise. They had been punctured. The guard's shock was palpable as he stammered.
She rigged the car!
Realizing the grave danger they faced, they hurriedly sought refuge, deciding to find cover away from the smokescreen. Francis, well aware of the formidable adversary he was up against, urged his men.
Call for reinforcements.
Meanwhile, Silver's earpiece crackled with her informant's voice, providing her with updates on their movements.
They are heading to Point B.
Almost as a reflex, she began to jest with her usual playfulness,
Roger, row.
but was abruptly silenced by the stern voice on the other end.
Don't.
The targets, still on the run, reached a seemingly innocuous manhole, only to be met with an explosive surprise. The black smoke surged again, shrouding the entire street in darkness. In a thick haze, Francis lost sight of his guards, yet clung tenaciously to the case, his grip never faltering. Whispers escaped his lips.
Where are you, boys?
In response, a gentle yet determined female voice filled his ear, her words carrying a hint of humor.
I am on my way, Francis.
Glancing behind him, Francis caught a glimpse of a small clearing, and to his dread, he saw his bodyguard sprawled on the ground, taken down by the relentless Silver. Struck with fear, his instincts kicked in, and he found himself running, his mind barely registering his actions. In his bewildered state, still running aimlessly to an unknown destination, Francis couldn't help but ask Silver.
How did you come down here so fast?
Her response, infused with her trademark charisma, came without hesitation.
Magic.
Effortlessly, Silver closed the distance between them, overtaking him with remarkable ease, just as she had done with his bodyguards. Like a master of her craft, she swiftly neutralized him, causing him to collapse to the ground, and the coveted case fell from his grip. With a fluid motion, Silver claimed the case for herself, wasting no time in updating her accomplice.
Mission complete.
The voice on the other end offered a concise yet approving response,
Bravo.
displaying no surprise at her prowess. The voice then directed her to the next destination, instructing,
Drop the package at the safe house.
With a hint of enjoyment, Silver responded in a playful manner,
10-4.
using the radio lingo to put her contact at ease. The reply was prompt, the tone filled with relief, as the voice replied.
I can get used to that.
As the dissipating smoke revealed the disoriented bodyguards gradually regaining their senses, they searched the vicinity for any trace of Francis. A short distance away, they found him lying on the ground. A mysterious card had been left near him, bearing the unmistakable signature of the phantom thief, Silver. It simply read, "Thank you very much," with a heart symbol, almost as if the message had been delivered with a touch of affection. Realizing the gravity of their blunder, the guards exchanged nervous glances, their voices hushed as they pondered the consequences of their failure.
Who is going to report this to the boss?
One of them whispered, the weight of the question hanging heavily in the air. The atmosphere was fraught with tension as they grappled with the prospect of delivering the unfortunate news to their employer. In the aftermath of their encounter with the elusive and cunning Silver, uncertainty loomed, and an uneasy silence settled upon the scene. Little did they know that the phantom thief had already slipped away, leaving behind only a trail of intrigue and mystery.